Hello brave hero, welcome to the channel. Today we meet to talk about the Great Storm event, an event dedicated to our great friends, pets. So we will immediately study the objectives to achieve to obtain points, action which will allow us to advance on the map. Then, firstly we will find the connection bonuses, which bring 5 action points, which is very profitable. We will find this category which is dedicated to your status, the IP which I have already completed. Then we will find the winner of the chaos, which will be emerald purchases for emeralds in return, and some coins for the store of the Great Storm. I clearly don't find this profitable as we only have very few diamonds in return compared to the purchase we were asked to make. Although we are in a double event with the power of the Titans, I do not find this purchase profitable, especially since this will only bring us 8,500 coins for the Great Storm shop, which brings us 8 pet stone chests, or 40 pet stones, so it's absolutely not interesting to do this purchase. The same goes for spending emerald. Personally, I do not spend the maximum on this event up to 7,000 emeralds for the simple reason that the rewards which are linked are not sufficient in my opinion. We will recover a total of 44,000 coins for the Great Storm store, this which corresponds to 44 pet chests and therefore 220 pet soul stones. Then we will suddenly find the category which concerns the location capture on the big storm here also, given that our expenses will be limited. I advise you to simply limit yourself to 45 capture points, the last point at 53, which will require too great an expenditure of resources for only 3,500 coins from the large shop, which corresponds to 3 pet chests, 15 pieces of pet soul. That is clearly not interesting. Then we will move on to the energy expenditure category, a category that I will use to recover action points, as well as a new category in the power of the Titans. Subsequently, we will find the pet summon up to 80 summons. If you are used to games, obviously you will have them in your inventory. If this is not the case, trust me, always keep at least 150 in your inventory. And to finish, we suddenly find adventure chest openings which are found by 4 if we complete the adventure correctly. In 3 days we can very easily do 3 adventures and collect our rewards. If we wish, we can also do raids directly to immediately complete this category.
Now let's go straight to the Great Storm. How the Great Storm works is quite simple, as we will be able to see together right away. As you can see, you have several points with numbers and written below which simply correspond to the bonuses that the storm brings them. The higher the number, the more complicated the combat fight will be, because the higher the number, the more damage your heroes will suffer throughout the fight, which makes these fights very complicated on points of 175 or more. To overcome this, we will attack all the small points first, in order to increase our resistance to the storm, and suffer minimal damage in order to successfully clear the points of interest on the big storm. There are chests which are also scattered throughout the map. You will have clues, because if a chest is close to a point that you have just colonized, then it will be written below the point that a chest is very close. It will suffice either to attack a neighboring point, or to wait until you have gone around if your chests end up on the central points, because you will not have enough resistance to the storm to be able to recover them directly. You can miss a total of 8 points and still reach the level of 45 points captured. We will therefore avoid capturing all the points if there is no information that a chest could be found on them. Personally, I always start from the right, and I go around little by little. If your team lacks resistance, I recommend using Martha in the backline, or Dorian on a hero like Heidi who can generate big damage. The more advanced your account is, the more complicated the battle will be. I wish you good luck at the end of the video. You will find some examples of paths to follow to guide you according to your objectives. Now we're obviously going to talk about the Great Storm store for me. This store would be reduced to 2 interesting purchases. If you do not have all your fine absolute, it is obvious that you must always take the chests of Pierre Lady of Pet if you are on an advanced account like me, or all my pets are currently absolute. We will obviously turn to the chests of the Great Storm, which are much less profitable, but which remains more profitable than buying stones to resell them. I wish you all a very good event, recovering as many resources as possible for your pets. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you liked the video, and subscribe as well as share the channel. We'll see you soon for news on Hero Wars. See you soon.